impact your time on the road, like that temporary road construction that's been going on permanently. Every time those orange cones appear, the redder you turn. We can't save you from never-ending construction, but we can get you back on the road fast with our heavy truck roadside assistance available 24/7 year-round. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Optional heavy truck roadside assistance provided by third party and subject to policy terms and conditions. Not available in all states.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1,000,000 miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
The Trucker Jobs Magazine is your monthly source for finding a great truck driving job in today's market. The Trucker Jobs Magazine has informative features to help you manage a business, stay safe on the roads, and keep up with the latest regulations affecting trucking. It also has fascinating stories about truckers like you. Pick up a free copy of the Trucker Jobs Magazine at one of almost 400 truck stops across the country. Or you can visit thetrucker.com for the digital edition today.
Sponsored by the Trucker Media Group.
WLWY-AM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in Japan and a deadly U.S. military crash today. Reporter Lucy Kraft has details from Tokyo.
Japan's Coast Guard told CBS News that one American crewman has died following the crash of a U.S. military Osprey off the island of Yakushima, southwest of Tokyo. The Coast Guard has sent 2 helicopters and 6 vessels to continue searching through the night for the 5 other crew members who were aboard the aircraft.
At least 3 U.S. Marines were killed when an Osprey went down during a training mission off northern Australia in August. Secretary of State Blinken is in Brussels, where he says the U.S. will do all it can to extend a pause in fighting between Israel and Hamas. It's set to expire at the end of the day after another 12 hostages were freed last night. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
The latest Palestinians released by Israel were greeted by crowds in the West Bank. And captives released by Hamas were flown by helicopters to medical facilities. At the UN, the Palestinian representative called for a more permanent deal.
This truce must turn into a permanent ceasefire.
There's a warning about an innovative cancer treatment that may cause cancer. The FDA says it's got 19 reports of new cancers in people who received CART, or life-threatening blood cancers. The treatment involves removing white blood cells, then genetically engineering them and infusing them back into the patient's system. An Ohio police department says an internal investigation has found 8 officers involved in the fatal shooting of a young black man, Jalen Walker, complied with department policies. WOIO-TV's Caitlin McCarthy is in Akron.
Last month, all 8 officers returned to full-time active duty. The Walker family has filed a federal lawsuit against the city of Akron. They're seeking at least $45 million in damages.
Police say Walker fired a shot from his car after they tried to pull him over for minor violations. An investigation is underway in Houston after a 21-year-old woman was found in the trunk of her car. Her body was hours after she dropped her sisters off at school. Police Lieutenant Larry Croson.
It's very devastating for the family. Like I say, they discovered the body in the trunk, so it's a very devastating thing for them.
He says the family located her by using a cell phone tracking app. More people say their salaries aren't keeping up with expenses. Bank rate Sarah Foster.
For the workers who did get a raise, more than half of them, 53%, they say that their income still hasn't kept pace with inflation.
Artist hit older employees and part-timers. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you with Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution. You can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
It's that time of year. The kids are back in school, and it won't be long before they're bringing home more than just homework. Colds, flu, and viruses are making their rounds.
Nice warm. Nice and warm.
Seasonal allergies. I'm Martin Hope, and I invented Navage, the nose cleaner with power suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril.
So,
flushing out
what does my suit look like?
mucus and germs. Navage helps provide natural immunity.
That's right.
Listen to the words of Michelle.
I had to make sure this actually fit.
I've had problems as long as I can remember and finally found this wonderful product. What a difference it has made. I am so excited about this. I tell everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations. I hope you didn't ask
This
any questions.
is join nearly 4 million people and experience how Navage can help you breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, think knows, healthy life.
A Detroit judge overseeing Aretha Franklin's estate has awarded real estate to the late star's son.
The judge says she's following the wishes of a handwritten will from Aretha Franklin from 2014 that was found between couch cushions. Despite scribbles and hard-to-read words, a jury earlier this year said the will was valid. So now, one of her sons will get her home in the Detroit suburbs, valued at just over $1 million in 2018, but now worth more. Another son was given a house in Detroit, though it's already been sold for $300,000. Matt Piper, CBS News.
The Radio City Rockettes will make their debut in Vegas without leaving New York. They'll be featured on the outside of the new giant sphere. 360-degree video shows a red and gold Christmas ornament that splits. Revealed the dancers doing their iconic kick line. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
It's Matt Parsley with Buddy Car Truck Sales Montgomery and Prattville. Your friend in the car business. Stop saying someday, one day soon, or someday is here. Budget Car Sales Black Friday. Yes, Yvonne. Or someday is today. Because Budget has banks and credit unions that want to say yes. Yes. That's a yes for low down payments starting at just $7 a month. That's a yes. To no payments up to 6 months. Still making payments on that rusted old car. Get a nicer, newer car with lower payments. I'm not someday, one day around this week. Let's get it done. So pick a nicer, newer car with low down payments. Banks that want to say yes. Say yes. At Budget, we work harder to help you drive a nicer, newer car you'll love every day. Make your someday today with a light new car, truck, van, or SUV you deserve. Get the Budget Car Sales in Montgomery, Mississippi, Lindell Parkway, just off the Atlanta Highway next to Fraser Church, or in Nashville, by the way, Queensland Road, across from Walmart, next to Aldi. Shop online 24/7 at BuyBudgetOnline.com. That's BuyBudgetOnline.com.
Thousands of stores across the country are full of brand name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective in relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Find dentist near me.
Come on, get on the train here.
We're a local dentist, literally right down the street from YSU.
Oh, here's one. It's far, but hey, they got good
Are they coming here or are you going there?
No, that's with them, but Dick was coming here, but he's gonna call on the phone.
Dick who?
Brubaker.
Okay. You said you were interviewing on 12?
Yeah.
Are they coming here to interview or are you going there to interview?
I'm going to there. So they can chew me up. Yeah. It's about a helping hands thing.
What show are you gonna be on?
What's it at 11 to 12, whatever that is?
Alvin Alive?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's about the helping hand thing. That we
Yeah.
did. They volunteered to help me see if we can raise a little extra money.
That's awesome.
Okay. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, though.
Have you ever done Alvin Alive? It'll be like a 3 or 4 minute interview.
Oh, that's all I need. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need.
They'll make it easy for you. Did you have to turn in any kind of bullet points or anything to them? Okay. Yeah, they don't even do that anymore. Yeah, just it'll be whoever the anchor is, probably Sally Hicks.
Yeah.
And she'll just ask you, it'll be like the Alabama Live interviews are a little bit longer than like 12 Talk. They have a little bit more time, so but it's still only like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, I give people 2 longer interviews.
Giving people an hour on the radio.
Yeah.
Free.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know, with all the commercials I got. But I think shorter interviews are probably better.
People's attention span.
Yeah, and you don't have to remember a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
And if people are interested, they'll find you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being interested.
Yeah.
It was a good 3 minutes for you.
Hey, and they'll probably post that too, so you can. A lot of times they put those videos up after the fact, so you can like share it on social media.
Clouds around, it will be dry. Thursday's dry, mix of sun and clouds, temperatures up into the low 60s. Rain showers possible Thursday night. We'll have more chances for rain Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seaweed for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, we're looking good. Your Wednesday kicks off with no major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving into and through the Tri-County area from Platte, Albany, and Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Christmas shopping is best at Premier Place. Shop Kids Fashion, GNC, T-Mobile, Goodwill, and more. Premier Place in Prattville. Another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. Prattville police released new details in a murder investigation after a body was found on Public Bridge Parkway back in August. They've identified the victim as 16-year-old Kyla Smith, who had been shot to death. Police say just after the shooting, a witness saw a man wearing a black hoodie walk quickly before eventually running home. Starting this Friday, those one-time tax rebates from the state will start hitting bank accounts. Individual tax filers will receive $150. Couples filing jointly will receive $300. To get this money, you must have filed your 2021 taxes with the state. You'll either get a check in the mail or direct deposit to your account. With this cold weather, the Warming Center in Montgomery will remain open today. People can stop by and access warm blankets and cots at 4 this evening, all the way until the next morning at 8 a.m. Located at 34.
But after 8 a.m., I guess you just got to go outside.
Jasmine Williams with your morning headline.
We're going abroad for the first time in years to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere. From dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke, an asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Did you forget to add Stamps.com to your holiday wish list last year? Well, we all make mistakes. Stamps.com has been helping businesses like yours save time and money during the holiday rush for 25 years. Get exclusive rates up to 84% off USPS and UPS services you need right from an easy-to-use mobile app. The holidays are hard enough. Make things easy with Stamps.com. Use code TIMESAVER for a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com, code TIMESAVER.
I love being a part of the action team. It helps me help other people. It helps me feel good.
Being a part of the team always feels good. Go for it. Don't even hesitate.
For more than a decade, Major League Baseball players and action teams of high school students have been working together to train and inspire the next generation of volunteers.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
Just that simple act that takes 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
All-star Giancarlo Stanton and Chris Capuano join action team captains to make a difference in their communities, and you can too.
Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
If we all show up together, that's what it's all about. It's not just one person, it's a group, it's a team.
It's been incredibly rewarding for me. It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
For more information, go to actionteam.org.
Trustworthy, up-to-date, dependable. We are your news station. News Radio 1440.
Okay then.
Need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Oh yeah. Time to rise and shine.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine once again. For it is once again, one more time, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. It is a day to be thankful for. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or hopefully give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. Oh, some people just can't please. Anyway, good morning to you. It is November the 29th, 2023 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Just a Whisper. Our scriptural insight today comes from Job 26 and 14. Well, actually, the scriptural insight comes from Job 26, 7 through 14. But Job 26 and 14 reads, how faint the whisper we hear of him. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, good morning. It is November the 29th. It is a day like all the other days that has never been. And it is also a day that once it's gone, it will never, ever be again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should do this day that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you have lived a while, like I tell you every morning, because each new day is a new beginning. But like I tell you every morning, if you've lived, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given grace and mercy and the charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day, November the 29th, that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what we can, when we can, for as long as we can, for whomever we can. Bishop Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead. No man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard of how you live life. You'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure. until you quit, which they give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never, ever give up. You never quit. Always say when it rains outside, that's God laughing because you think you got a problem that he can't solve. Kind of makes you put a smile on your face, huh? Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is a great day, like all the others. It is a great day to be alive. Just a whisper. That's our daily bread for today, November the 29th.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Just a Whisper was written by Jennifer Benson Schultz. The Whispering Wall in New York City's Grand Central Station is an acoustic oasis from the clamor of the area. This unique spot allows people to communicate quiet messages from a distance of 30 feet. When one person stands at the base of a granite archway and speaks softly into the wall, sound waves travel up and over the curved stone to the listener on the other side. Job heard the whisper of a message when his life was filled with noise and the tragedy of losing nearly everything. His friends blabbered their opinions, his own thoughts tumbled endlessly, and trouble had invaded every aspect of his existence. Still, the majesty of nature spoke softly to him about God's divine power. The splendor of the skies, the mystery of the earth suspended in space, and the stability of the horizon reminded Job that the world was in the palm of God's hand. Even a churning sea and a rumbling atmosphere led him to say, "These are but the outer fringe of God's works. How faint the whisper we hear of him." If the world's wonders represent just a fragment of God's capabilities, it's clear that his power exceeds our ability to understand it. In times of brokenness, this gives us hope. God can do anything, including what he did for Job as he sustained him during suffering. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Job chapter 26, verses 7 through 14. He spreads out the northern skies over empty space. He suspends the earth over nothing. He wraps up the waters in his clouds, yet the clouds do not burst under their weight. He covers the face of the full moon, spreading his clouds over it. He marks out the horizon on the face of the waters for a boundary between light and darkness. The pillars of the heavens quake, aghast at his rebuke. By his power he churned up the sea. By his wisdom he cut Rahab to pieces. By his breath the skies became fair. His hand pierced the gliding serpent. And these are but the outer fringe of his works. How faint the whisper we hear of him. Who then can understand the thunder of his power? Let's pray. Dear God, when our problems seem big, help us remember that you're bigger and nothing is impossible for you. Strengthen our faith and help us to place trust in you to meet our every need and to carry us through. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for listening today. My name is Brenna Holsclaw, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
You got the word? Now it's time to get up with the birds. It's time to rise and shine. No PT today because I had to put on a suit today. So no PT. I can't mess up my suit. Ain't got but two of them. Okay, I got more than two. I'm sorry. Can't be telling. All right then. Good morning. Time to rise and shine. Here we go. The morning chant. Not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Come on now. Let them covers go. I know it's cold. I know it's cold, but don't worry about it. You know darn well that you can't eat that. I mean, at least at home you have a thermostat on the wall. It's not a GP medium or a GP large or a 10 or living under a tree when it's snowing. Come on. Always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, knees in the trees. Now that I know I'm gonna do it right, jump from an aircraft while in flight. Paratroopers, we don't need no tent, baby. We sleep in the snow, on the run, or on the go. That's right. That's because we tough. And I did say we. In the drizzling rain, well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light lead with cheering blow. Okay, I was never a jump master. I can't tell that lie. But I thought about it for like 8 minutes. Airborne, all the way, drive it on. Drive it on. Here we go. All the way. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. All right then. Now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States like we do every morning. So sit back, relax, be thankful that you was born in the greatest nation on earth. I said great nation, not a perfect one. Not a perfect one. We got issues at sometimes. But the thing about it, you know what? There's one quality that human beings have that no other species on earth has. And that is the ability to change our attitude. And then at the same time, changing our lives. So things ain't going your way. They're not looking up. Change your attitude. Trust me on that one. You'll see the difference that it makes. Good morning to you. As we pay homage to the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Although I don't think they got a song yet, actually. I'd check that out one of the day. Anybody know they got one? I don't think so. Come on now. It's time to rise and shine. Let go of the covers. Okay, come on. And you better get to your job because AI is coming. And AI is looking for your job. Okay, so I'm just saying you might want to get to work a little earlier today and be a little bit more motivated. It's going to be the world of the machines after a while. Oh, man, that reminds me of Twilight Zone one time. Ooh, that ain't looking good. The United States Navy anchors away. The United States Coast Guard, whose motto is Semper Paratus, which simply means always, not sometimes, but always ready. The United States Air Force, whose motto is aim high. Well, if I'm in an airplane, that's probably where I want to go. And last, but certainly not least, the United States Marine Corps, whose motto is Semper Fidelis, but they couldn't pronounce that, so we cut it short to Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, not sometimes, but always faithful. Hoorah, Marines, hoorah. And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. You know, unfortunately, I have some bad news to tell you guys. If for those who don't know, but I always pay homage to anytime we lose a service member, and we lost a couple of them the other day, yesterday, in an Osprey. And an Osprey is like an airplane, helicopter, something. It seems that they almost got it right, but not quite. These things are always falling out the sky or something. And we lost 4 or 5 young service members the other day. And as it is my tradition, we pay homage to those amazing young men and women who go into harm's way, even in training, to protect this country. What would a nation be like, especially this one, if we didn't have young men and women who are willing to give their all to protect her? Let's never forget the sacrifice of those young men and women. And it's time to rise and shine once again, if you can. Don't forget our Helping Hands this year, the 7th Annual Helping Hands 2023 Award. And I have decided that, let's see, how does it work out? I'm only going to use our account, the Helping Hands account, and it is not a 501c3. It's not a write-off thing, anything like that. But I'm just having so much trouble with that other thing, so it's going to leave that one alone. But so any checks or anything you want to write, now we are, again, it is not a 501c3. You can't write it off or anything like that. But if you want to give, give. And if not, don't. That's, you don't make people give if they want to give. But every year we try to help a couple of people who are having a tough time, and they don't know that somebody put them in for help. I'm merely a conduit for the good things that people want to do sometimes, and they don't want to have their name attached to it or anything like that. As a matter of fact, the only entity that should know you did it is God Almighty. So it isn't important that we have our names on things and stuff like that. So we ask you to send a check to Helping Hands right here at 1 Commerce Street, Suite 300. Put it attention me. Or you go to any Service First Bank and ask for the Helping Hand account or under Kevin Elkins, and you can put it directly in our bank. Or you can go to GoFundMe.com and you'll find the Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, and you'll find that there. And again, let me stress again, it is not tax deductible, but the good Lord may take a little off your load, the things we've done along the way. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you anything else. But if you want to help us, please help us, and we'll appreciate it. But not only will we really appreciate it, about 3 days before Christmas, when we put all the money together and give it out to people, well, they'll appreciate it more than you'll ever know. That's why we call it the Helping Hands Neighbor, a Good Neighbor Award, because it's neighbor helping neighbor, people helping people they don't even know, and they probably will never meet them. But just be advised. Sometimes you can make a bigger difference doing something small than you can doing something big if you think it's big anyway. So anyway, we appreciate all the help for the last few years we've done this, and it's been a really the tears that have come streaming down people's faces. They didn't know anybody cared about it, because nobody can put themselves in for this award. That's why we call it an award. We don't call it charity. We award you for having the faith and the courage to do all the things that you do. There's just so many people out there. I mean, everybody's bills are going up thanks to the government. The guy in the White House right now. Thanks to all that, but the checks haven't gone up. Everything is going up. Tomatoes going up, eggs going up. Okay, the gas has come down a little bit, but that's because they got all their money last year. Okay, so they can afford to give us a little break. Even the governor of the state of Alabama said we're going to get $400. Guess what they did to us now? Oh, sorry about that. We cut that down to $150. Now, $400 would excite me. $150. Yeah, but hey, I'm wrong. I'm not going to sign my check and send it back to them. I mean, I'm gonna take it. It's our money anyway. But everything, even when they trying to help us, they turn around and screw wood and do it. That's okay. That's it's called the 7th Annual Helping Hands 2023 campaign. So we appreciate the goal to raise $2,000 anything we get, somebody is going to. We're sure somebody's house that somebody gave us, and I don't go around looking around. That's why people who know people are the people who put people in, and I don't. I just all we do. I try to get everybody who gets in, and the way I do it. Let's say I'm gonna give a family $5, but $500, but we only got $500, and we got 3 families. What I'll do is I'll split the money to all 3. We try to get, because since nobody knows, since none of this anything's coming anyway, the more we can give, the better we feel. But if we don't, I think it's better to give 2 people half than a one just a whole. So we split what we get amongst the, unless you're in a dire strait, then we do the best we can to give you enough to get out of that certain situation that you have to be in. Now, the only thing I don't, and again, I don't know these people. These are people that get turned in. Starting the 5th, we'll start taking letters. And technically won't do me any good. It has to be a letter. And something, I don't say you have to handwrite it, but it's got to be in a letter. Sent up here, brought up here to the radio station, something like that, on 1 Commerce Street. And you can bring your check up too if you want. You don't have to mail it. You just come back. We're in the same building with the FBI, marshals, people like that. So if y'all get it wrong down there, we can help you. So anyway, 1 Commerce Street, Service First Bank is where our account is. You put it down there. And again, it's not a 501c3. I do have a 501c3. However, I do have one. And we may do that next year. But this year we're just going to strictly go like we've been doing for 7 years, Helping Hands and Service First Bank. So just bring it down there, or go to GoFundMe.com and you can see Helping Hands. It's called Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, and you'll find it in GoFundMe. Put whatever amount you can put in there. If I had 2,000 people put $2 down, be all right. I'm just saying, we can do that. Anyway, 860-1440 is our number here. You can't call me right now because I got to go to the word of the day. I got to go to the word of the day, and I have to go to word of the day. Hey, does anybody know, did they stop giving money to help people fix their porch or things in the house? I know they said it was on the 10th of November it was over. Does anybody know, did they expand that any or anything like that? They have $1 million. Anyway, good morning to you. The word of the day. It's my way of making sure that you sound intelligent when you speak. Okay, even when you speak to me, you'll blow my socks off because I'll think, whoa, I better not be too flippant with him. Anyway, the word of the day is spelled Fastidious. 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 And it means very attentive and concerned about the accuracy and detail. Let me use it in a sentence. Mr. Car Dealer, you did a very fastidious job on fixing my car. I appreciate that. It looks like brand new. Fastidious. Okay, very attentive and concerned about accuracy and detail. Now that's a word that never really comes to me. Okay, I like being fast. But attention to detail, I've never been too good at that. I mean, I try, but it don't work out with me. Okay. Now, what is the lesson of life today? The lesson of life today is this one. And if you think about it, you'll agree. Now, Generation Z and the millennials, they have a hard time, realizing these things. But as they get older, it will pass that they'll see this is absolutely true. What comes easy won't last long. And what has lasted or does last long won't come easy. You can't have it easy all the time and expect it to last. What comes easy won't last long, and what lasts long won't or didn't come easy. So just remember that. We live in a microwave society, but you can't cook everything in a microwave. What happened on this day, November 29th? It is the 333rd day of the year, and there are 32 days left in this year. It was on this day in 2001, former Beatle George Harrison died in Los Angeles at the age of 58 with cancer. 1864, a Colorado militia killed at least 150 people, Cheyenne Indians, in the Sand Creek Massacre. Our history ain't so good, is it? 1910, British explorer Robert F. Scott named Terra Nova set sail in New Zealand, carrying Scott's expedition on its ultimately futile and well as fatal race to reach the South Pole. They're trying to figure out why people are trying to get to the South Pole. And it's not going any place. It's still cold up there. I can't figure it out. 1929, Navy Lieutenant Commander Richard E. Byrd, pilot Brent Bouchin, radio operator Harold June, and photographer Ashley McKinney made a first airplane flight over the South Pole. They still trying to go there too. 1947, the UN General Assembly passed a resolution calling for the partitioning of Palestine between Arabs and Jews. 33 members, including the United States, voted in favor of the resolution. 13 voted against it, while 10 abstained. The plan was rejected by the Arabs and was never implemented. 1961, Enos, the chip, was launched from Cape Canaveral aboard the Mercury Atlas V spaceship, which orbited the Earth twice before returning. You know, that had to be the longest, really, and the longest trip that any animal ever took, except the one they sent up to Mars. And he's probably hungry by now. 1963, on this day, Lyndon Baines Johnson named commission headed by Earl Warren to investigate the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. And we still don't know the answers to that one. 1972, the foreign operated video arcade game Pong, PNG, created by Atari, made its debut in Andy Clutch Tavern in Sunnyvale, California. 10 years later, I'm in Germany, and I'm playing Pac-Man. That's the only game I know is Pac-Man. That's the only one. 1981, and Frogger. I like Frogger. Frogger's good too. 1981, star Nat Wood in a accident off Santa Catalina Island in California at the age of 43. 1987, a Korean Airjet 707 en route from Abu Dhabi to Bangkok was destroyed by a bomb planted by North Korean agents, with the loss of all 115 people aboard. I know. But when you go up in the airplane, when you're jumping, when you go up in the airplane, that's all you got to do. You don't have to land with the airplane. Once the airplane gets set, once you go above 500 feet, I'm good. You do. Landing with the airplane, that's good. Anyway, in 2000, bracing the public for more legal wrangling, Vice President Al Gore said in a TV series of TV interviews, was prepared to contest the former presidential vote until the middle of December. In 2008, Indian commandos killed the last remaining gunman pulled up in a luxury Mumbai hotel, ending 60-hour rampage to India's financial capital by suspected Pakistani-based militants that killed 166 people. In 2017, Today host Matt Lauer was fired for what NBC called inappropriate sexual behavior. And which one is that now? I mean, we in the country said 2 guys get married, 2 women get married, you can marry your horse, marry your dog. I mean, what's inappropriate anymore? You know, with a colleague, I got you. I feel you now. A published report accused him of crude and habitual misconduct with women around the office. Of course, they didn't know. They were involved. Garrison Keller, who entertained public radio listeners for 40 years on a Prairie Home Companion, was fired by Minnesota Public Radio following allegations of inappropriate workplace behavior. Okay, let me get something straight. Anytime you put a bunch of men and women together, something's gonna happen. You ain't ever find out about it, but something's gonna happen. That's just the way it is. That's where the good Lord made us. We attracted to women. We can't help it. We can't help it. We just attracted. You know. Well, there's a sense of decorum that one should respect, but sometimes a woman's part gets involved, they forget all about that. The best way to do that is have men workplaces and women workplaces. Everybody see that say, okay, not really. That's all I had to do. I was with a bunch of them. And I'm not sure they look a lot better than the guy. I will say. 11 years ago, Europe ministers sent Greece an €8 billion, $10.7 billion to storm the immediate tax crisis. How do you get it in the tax crisis? And you live in a country where you can print your own money. I never figured that one out. Print some more money. Print some more. Don't tell anybody you print some more. Just print the money, put it out there, then suddenly bring it all back as the world. You know, I'm just saying. Yeah. We got a Department of Treasury whose only job is just printing money. So why in the world can't we just print more money when we're short? Maybe some economics professor can call and tell me why we got to print and press. We should never be short of money. I'm just saying. Yeah, I may be wrong, but I still believe it. 2 years ago, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that New York City would reopen its school system in-person learning. That's good. But the other one didn't work the way they said it was going to work. Anyway. Today's birthdays, Hall of Fame broadcaster, sportscaster Vince Scully is 94, blues singer, musician John Mayo is 88, actor Diane Ladd is 86, and songwriter Mark James is 81. Composer, musician Chuck Mangione is 81 years old. Okay. Yeah, I'm noticing when all these people I'm seeing dying late, they're all in their 70s or 80s, which probably means that I don't have a whole lot left there. I gotta make my mark sooner. Sooner than later. Wow. Okay then. All right then. Now, what are we celebrating today? Celebrating Chad Boseman Day. Now, if you don't know who Chad Boseman or Chadwick Boseman was a man who played Black Panther in the movie The Black Panther. Outstanding guy, outstanding actor. National Lemon Cream Pie Day. I like lemon meringue pie. I've never tried the cream pie, but I'm pretty sure if it got lemon in it, yeah, I probably would like it. Okay. Right. Choose Women Wednesday. Show your appreciation for the woman who can do everything or Choose Women Wednesday. I only know one that's been in my life that can do it. There's one. The rest of them, we got limits. Not this one. Oh, no. Electronic Greeting Day. Let's reach out to long lost friends via email or social media and just electronic greeting today. So send somebody emoji or whatever it is that you send those guys. They got some places on Yahoo you can send them an electronic greeting card or something. Send somebody a card. If y'all want to send me some, that's cool too. Elkman0557 Elkman, ELKMAN 0557 @gmail. I like to get it. Okay. I got 400 there already. 400 pieces of mail I haven't read today. But I'm gonna get them in the next couple weeks. Let me see. International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian People Day. Well, okay. I don't know anything about that part of the world. I just don't. Everybody should get along. Everybody should get along. Okay. So hopefully there's peace in that situation. International Day of National Evan Day. So if your name is Evan or Even, everything EVAN, if that's your name, we send out a welcome hello to you this day and hope this day finds you well. And may all your friends try to give you about. Square Dancing Day. Haven't figured out square dancing yet, but hey, if you got to wear cowboy boots to do it, I can't do it because I try to wear my cowboy boots and the $300 pair of boots I just didn't. Yeah, what is wrong with me? Those boots are made out of alligator. Now, I had them for about 20 years. I just couldn't figure out how to wear them. You gotta know how to wear cowboy boots. Okay, you just can't put them on and think you're just gonna walk like you're walking my loafer. But that's not gonna be. Yeah. Now I don't necessarily agree with this one, but it is throw out your leftovers day. Okay, I don't necessarily agree with that, but if they've been in there like 4 or 5 weeks, 4 or 5 months, you may want to think about, and one of the ways to tell how long it's been in there, before you put your leftovers in the refrigerator, put a tag on it, say what it is and the day you put it in there. That way, when you go throwing things out, you don't throw out the good stuff with the bad stuff. I'm just saying. But I don't know how long I keep in the refrigerator a long time. If don't have green on them, I just put it back in the microwave and eat it. If I don't show up at work one day, you know what happened. I'm either in the throne library or I'm gone. On the throne or I'm gone. Because I don't mind eating leftovers. And sometimes I just take the green off of it and keep moving. I figure the place where the green is what's bad and not the rest of it. Okay, I'm just saying that's just my thinking. My thinking a little bit different than most people around there. Anyway, my time's up, Ms. Howard. We shall return Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco momento. Dick Bruderberg is going to join us via the phone sometime around 7:15 this morning. We'll talk to him. We'll be back. Amen.
Rodriguez. We got word from Japanese officials this morning. A controversial U.S. military aircraft and the airplane gently. Correspondent Elizabeth Palmer has our top story from Tokyo.
So far, we know only that at least one body has been recovered. A witness did tell Japanese media that they saw the plane's left engine on fire as it flew down. The military is unique. It's an aircraft that can tilt its motors to fly like a helicopter or like a plane, but it has a questionable safety record with multiple crashes, including two in the Pacific region. One just this past August.
The U.S. is stepping in and hopes of keeping fighting between Israel and Hamas at the Pentagon. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is heading back to the Middle East and focused on doing what we can to extend it so we continue to get more hostages out and more humanitarian assistance. Israel has been facing mounting pressure to extend the truce. Both sides have said to be considering the possibility of a military disaster deal that could include the release of Israeli soldiers in Gaza. 12 more hostages were released last night. Winter's not officially here yet, but it's declaring itself in a big way in parts of the Midwest and the Northeast. Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams at the Weather Channel.
And double-digit lake effect snow totals in several cities of Delaware, with comparable New York, nearly 43 inches of snow. This event will wind down today, but the cool air stays in place. 32 to 15 degrees below average on the East Coast.
There will be a private funeral today in Plains, Georgia for former first lady. Roseanne Carter was remembered at a service in Marietta, Georgia today, and her living first ladies and three presidents of the month, including her husband of 77 years. Carter's daughter, Amy, spoke.
My mom spent most of her life with death. Their partnership and love story is a defining feature of her.
Marvel actor Jonathan Majors is expected to do a court in court at the start of his trial on charges he assaulted his ex-girlfriend. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Keenan says the judge will decide whether he hears and hear testimony from other women as well.
It's one thing to be it's another thing to be he said, plus another tree, and another tree, and another tree.
S&P futures are up 19. Dow futures ahead 104. This is CBS News.
Here, job platform, the hiring company. Indeed, will be schedule and conduct virtual interviews all in one place. Start with Indeed.com's appointments. We more than you already know, but it's easy, effortless, and fabulous. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, and nausea, sinus congestion, here's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide right for you. It's really right, but it uses tailored suction to rinse your nasal passages inside. Millions of people use the diet daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medication treats the symptoms, but the doctor treats the problem at the source.
Washing out the allergens and pollens after day. The body also helps wash out airborne bacteria, plus good and viruses quickly and painlessly, so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. New clothes, out the way.
An entrepreneur rapper is distancing himself from his company. This is Google.
Music and business mogul Sean Combs says he's temporarily stepped down from his position as the CEO of Google. It's amid the sexual assault allegations against him in recent weeks. This month, his former girlfriend Cassie sued him over accusations of rape and other alleged abuse. It was settled within a day. Two more suits were filed last week. Combs launched Revolt 10 years ago as a cable music network, and it's expanded into a multi-platform digital company at Piper, CBS News.
Look at the world's top domestic diva is cooking up now. Martha Stewart is expanding her CBD line with some new gummies. We tell people the latest batch is infused with flavors plus straight from her own orchards. They include tangerine, yuzu, and pomelo, the hybrid citrus that tastes a lot like a grapefruit. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and over 10 free samples of any product before you buy on Insta.com.
It's going to be another chilly afternoon today. Temperatures only up around 57, 52. Now it's back to very good, but middle and actual, but over 20, around it will be dry. Rain showers. Montgomery's traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned. Looking good. You have it all figured out. Keep this thing looking good. Let's go to the ball. Go on that. And here we go. It's so strong. That's bigger. There's something good today. Yes. No down payment. Just $7. That's exactly. Yes. No payment. Just month. Still making payments on that rusted car. Get a nicer to look off. Good enough. Oh, no. No, it's not like one day around it. Let's get it done. It's a nice and more car. No down payment. And so yes. And that's you work harder. You got a nice new car. You love every day. Let's just send that to them. Give a nice SUV. You just know. You can see how you're not done. And then that's what I'm talking about. It's great. Just for it. By the way, right across the water. Let's see if you got some really the language you always want to do. Take too long. That was just 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes is a moment. Nope. Have a good time. You don't realize you live in a life that's what? It's free to do it. Conversation. And that's nothing to do with all of your time. With travel, it isn't hard. It's not that. That's why travel is good. Just go to travel.com. Hi, everybody. I'm Vicky Turner. You know me, and we told you yesterday it's very special job. We need a lot more than our life. And now, I'm offering a full territory with Nigerians. I'm talking about my life with a real couple in California and Nigeria. Well, if you don't pick me, so you don't have to plan. I'm Tiffany. Here are some tips for you. I found a lot of good advice on how to put out the way of how to work that energy. Started by setting a good day. Then I grew up with ashtrays, lights, and beds. I did other things too, like exercising more. But I still get crazy, especially when it's car riding. And helped me with that. I put a picture of my husband in my phone. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was almost 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I want to make all the things I just made happen in her life, including turning 17. People what makes them good for business. And that's we also come in and help you do services and speak to yourself. Very simple.
And we're back. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is feeling pretty good today. Our numbers are 860-1440. Before I get to those Members, our guest is on the telephone from probably a, I don't know, a place of influence. I'm not sure though, but I'll talk to him in a second so that I figure out how to get this other stuff working on this machine. Y'all see what I'm doing? I like to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things at the same time. I'm doing this show. I'm going to go down the hall this morning and demand a producer. If I'm not here tomorrow, you know what they say. Anyway, good morning. First of all, let me bring my guest in for a second. Let me try to do this right. Okay, now. Okay, now I got my guest on. I think he's there. The Honorable, the former many things, former House of Representatives member, former state senator, former best car guy in town, where I helped him move his kid to college with all the cars I bought. The Honorable Richard Dick Brubaker. Your name is your name Richard? Is Richard part of your name? Okay, well, okay. That's a hell of a name to have. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know if you wanna. Yeah, yeah. Okay then. Anyway, Nick, good morning to you. You have decided to put your hat in the ring and get involved in this this firing squad, a circle of firing squad, which is what some people call elections, and tell us why. And first, I don't know if there's anybody out there who doesn't know who you are, but just in case there is, what would you tell them? Right, they don't know.
I'm Dick Brubaker. I'm married to my lovely wife and Ruth for 34 years. I have 5 children, 5 grown sons. My youngest is still at the University of Alabama, but the ones that are grown up are raising families of their own and their own kids. And I ran a successful business in Montgomery County from I took it over in 1986, and I ran it until 2022, when I became clear to me that none of my sons wanted to move back to Montgomery, so I sold it to a larger auto group, and I spent a lot of time in public service while I was running that business and raising those 5 boys. My first job was as an education advisor for Governor Bob James, and I've been city council, lots of commissions, spent 3 terms in the legislature, and I promised that I will say this, for one thing I'm kind of proud of, a lot of politicians promise that they will have self-imposed term limits. And when I ran for the Senate, I said I would only serve 2 terms. Because let's face it, term limits are something Republicans and conservatives say they want. And then I would not run for re-election. And after 2 terms, I stepped away. I did not defend the seat. But I have been out now since 2018. And I'm telling you, happy Greg, I never thought I'd do that. I mean, by the time I quit politics, I had been in it for 20 years and thought I had enough. But now that I have a flock of grandkids, a lot of things are going on in this country that don't bode well for the future of the republic. And I think if you can, you're in a position in your life where you can do something about it, you have an obligation to try. So that's what I'm doing.
And what do you think about well, give us some of your position on if Dick was in the Congress, the House, the Congress right now, your vote made the difference. what would you want us to do as it relates to the conflict between Hamas and Israel? Hmm. Hmm. Right, right. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Mm. It certainly is. You know, one of the things that frustrates the citizens of Alabama as well as America sometimes, we we elect representatives like you and others, and at our darkest hour politically or emotionally or politically, we reach out to those people to help, and all we hear, well, I'm only one vote and I can't do anything. Um, and cars. Yeah. Mm. Mm. But that's kind of difficult to do yeah. Mm-hmm. So I asked me to ask you a question. What do you think about constantly playing with this government shutdown, and will we ever have a government surplus? Or a budget? Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Interesting. Yeah, makes sense. Let me ask you, one of the things they were talking about the other day, which I mean, Ray Charles, can see this is not going to work very long. They're trying to come up with a reasonable standard between this transgender crap, letting all these men into women's sports. And I thought that Title 11, Title 7, whatever the hell one of them titles it was supposed to ensure that women at their own position will have an equal opportunity to have sports arenas of their own genre, their own same-sex people. What say you about this? Is this getting out of hand where a man can just now walk into the girls' gym and say, "Yeah, I think I want to be a girl, transgender." That's true. Yep. Dominating the women's. Yeah. Mm. Mm. And yeah, let me get a couple. No, they don't. Every someone wants to talk to you. Good morning, on it with Dick Brubaker. Mm. Okay, Mr. Daisy, appreciate your. Dick, someone asked me an interesting question. I think it's an important question. We live in a society in America now where it's either left or right or left, no in the middle, no bipartisanship, if there is such a thing. Uh, give us an example of how you would work with the other side, if need be. Are you philosophically and staunchly opposed to working with the other side if it means a better good? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Good morning, on there with Dick Brubaker. don't look that way to me, but not all people of color think what you do. I got mm. Yeah. Gotta take a break. We'll be back on the phone with us, congressional candidate, Mr. Dick Brubaker. We'll be back after this.
Radio 1440. Imagine all money you can spend, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's the deal feature industry. Index annuity without any risk of loss ever. It's different. It's money from our income, no matter where in the year. Now, 888-909-2220. 888-909-2220.
Research also confirms that marketing campaigns generate even higher returns, starting at a 19% lift when they are on more than one platform. That's right. Can you get your business results? Hi, this is Sonia Jones, and it's my job.
And may all
Is it open enrollment? Most of the time you can join Medicare and some people more than usual. We can use speaking Medicare $500 a month, which is a game changer for us. And what can't we help you? We understand your satisfaction.
51 Bible, 855-51. Yes.
With her eyes on the globe, we'll find it hard to sleep.
Road across from Walmart next to Aldi's. Shop online 24/7. 500.
The city of Montgomery invites you to Christmas at River. The festive spirit of Christmas is coming alive in downtown Montgomery on June 25th. Experience the enchantment of live music, ice skating, food vendors, and special appearances by families, venues, food, and friends. And that's not all. Explore our exclusive holiday market and gingerbread gifting cabinet, featuring more than 25 vendors to make your Christmas out in the breeze. The magical evening will culminate with the lighting of the city Christmas tree. Join us at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, June 6th at the Federal Broadcasting Theater. Join Sundays at 3 p.m. on Court. Chinese Russians.
All right, on the phone with us from Parts Unknown, I'll take campaigning somewhere, I believe so. Did somebody sent me a text to me and ask you this? Yeah, I got spirit. It said, please tell him to stop blaming a little bit of money that they gave to the citizens and Americans during COVID and compare that to the amount of money that this government gives away to other countries. What would you say to that? Which we'll never pay. We'll never pay it. Mm. Can't we just print? Can't we just print more money? Hell, it hurt me now. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Let me ask you a question about. Yeah, let me get on something else. Yeah, let me get on something else, Craig, that's going to affect us all. This whole EV thing, this whole electronic thing. They tried electric cars in the 1920s. Didn't work then. I don't see it working now. We are taking, and this idiot in the White House wants to get rid of gas stoves in people's houses now. Listen, when is this nonsense going to stop? And would you support such a thing? this EV thing, and what's going to happen when the average car is $70,000? Mm. Right. That's the truth. Let's take another call for you. I got to guy want to talk to you on the phone. Good morning, on there. All right. Let me get this. Good morning, on there. Yeah. Well, that's a whole different conversation that we had. Yeah. Well, we'll see. But Dick, our time's up. I appreciate you. Now you when this thing gets when is the election and when is the primary? March something? Okay. Well, maybe we'll get you up in the studio and we can talk some more along with some of the other comrades and think they want to run and be a congressman. We'll see. That's true. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Dick Brubaker, running for congressional seat, district number 2, I believe that's one it is. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Phil. All right, then. We'll be back, momento, uh, and talk more about him and other candidates. I still say stupid.
Radio 1440.
Starting this Friday, the cold weather, the morning to Montgomery will remain overcast. I'm Jasmine Williams.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. Yes, news on the hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. An investigation is underway after a controversial U.S. aircraft crashed into the sea off southern Japan today with 6 people on board. Correspondent Elizabeth Palmer is in Tokyo.
At least one body has been recovered. A witness told Japanese media that they saw the plane's left engine on fire as it came down.
The aircraft, an Osprey, was involved in a crash off Australia in August that killed several U.S. service members. CBS News military consultant Kevin Elkins.
2012 from Osprey crashes at 19. The Marines I talked to showed
finally, a great deal of concern about the Austrian.
The push is on for another extension of the Israel-Hamas ceasefire, which is scheduled to expire after today. Correspondent Holly Williams reports from Tel Aviv.
The temporary ceasefire, originally 4 days, is now in its 6th day. And this morning, Hamas told us that they are working to extend it even further, which will require them to keep on releasing hostages. A total of 81 hostages have now been released since the pause in fighting began.
Only one 4-year-old girl has been an American. New York Congressman George Santos is up against it ahead of a third expulsion vote that could come as soon as today. It follows a report from the House Ethics Committee that found he deceived donors and used campaign money to buy things like Botox and designer clothing. CBS's Nicole Killian caught up with Santos on Capitol Hill.
I believe my colleagues, and a lot of them are saying that they have hope.
But you think they're writing
New government numbers show Americans have been shrugging off higher interest rates and spending anyway. The economy grew at a better than expected annual pace of 5.2% in the third quarter. Here's a report with a no sleep apnea machine. CBS's Steve Cape's new issue involves the heating element and a humidifier used in the Dream Station 2 sleep therapy device. Phillips says it found 270 related complaints over the past 3 years. Who are people listening to the most on Spotify this year? Oh, it's not a hard guess. Taylor Swift is 2023's most streamed artist globally. He's dethroned the three-peat Puerto Rico's Bad Bunny. The Weeknd comes in third, and Drake and Mexican musician Pedro Pluma. S&P futures up 21. This is CBS News.
Take the hiring process with Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution. You can attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits. What do you mean he's not coming in?
A mixologist at Quad Squad is moving to Manhattan.
I'm already down 2 ballbacks. No one's met.
Now he needs an equally exciting quality replacement.
How am I going to find a new person when you Indeed?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast. Indeed you do. InstaMatch instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Buy them a steal. Save $30 on the V256 TV handheld blower. Go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage's good personal hygiene comes in help you stay healthy. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, NAV, AGE, clean nose, healthy life.
Australia has apologized for the use of a drug linked to birth defects.
Thalidomide was given to pregnant mothers to help relieve anxiety, insomnia, and morning sickness during the late 50s and 60s.
There was no system for properly evaluating the safety of medicines.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese apologising in Australian Parliament. He says the government must take responsibility for allowing the use of an untested drug. 10,000 babies around the world were born with catastrophic defects. Scott Mayman for CBS News, Canberra, Australia.
An entrepreneur is pulling out some of his stakes in the NBA.
I give you total credit. You guys have done some brilliant things.
Mark Cuban of Shark Tank fame is working on a deal to sell a majority stake in the Dallas Mavericks to the Eagles family from Las Vegas Sands Casino for a reported $3.5 billion. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
It's kind of hard to answer them all. Yeah, I'm just saying. But if you send me one, as long as it says Kelly on it, I'm good. I read it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's always they give you at least 5 or 10 minutes.
They ain't gonna give me 5, 10 minutes. I may not gonna get 5, but yeah.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by
Talking about the ghetto.
Your morning cup of Sean. Yes, the Sean Henry. I've been saying America needs to get out of these globalist organizations. The U.S. Food and Agriculture Organization, they're going to publish the so-called Global Food Systems Roadmap during the upcoming climate summit in Dubai. It's going to kick off, I guess, this Thursday and extend nearly 2 weeks until mid-December. But it's supposed to be a document that's going to recommend that nations that overconsume meat be limited for consumption as part of a broader effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. That is my diet. I do high protein, keto-friendly keto. If I don't have eggs and I don't have meat, I'm not going to eat it. Weeks later today on the Sean Hannity Show. the gift that you will use and love every day with brand new custom window treatment from Blinds.com. Save up to 50% off everything during their Cyber Monday sale. At Blinds.com, they make it simple and easy to customize beautiful lights and shades and colors. Now, they even have my favorite motorized shades. It's the coolest toy you'll get this year. Shop at Blinds.com for their Cyber Monday sale now and save up to 50% off site-wide plus big doorbusters. Up to 50% off everything at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
December 6th, the final GOP debate of the year is on News Nation, America's fastest growing cable news network. Sirius XM's Megyn Kelly, News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas, and the Washington Free Beacon's Eliana Johnson moderate a live primetime event from the University of Alabama as the candidates make their case to America on the only network for all America. The News Nation Republican primary debate live December 6th, 8 Eastern. To find News Nation on your TV, go to joinnn.com.
It's Matt Horsley, the Budget Car and Truck Sales, Montgomery and Prattville. Your friend in the car business. Stop saying someday, one day soon. Your someday is here. With Budget Car Sales Black Friday, yes-a-thon, your someday is today. Because Budget has banks and credit unions that want to say yes. Yes. That's a yes to low down payments starting at just $7 down. That's a yes to no payments up to 6 months. Still making payments on that rusted, busted old car? Get a nicer, newer car with lower payments. I'm not someday, one daying around this week. Let's get it done. So pick a nicer, newer car with low down payments. Banks that want to say yes. That's a yes. At Budget, we work harder to help you drive a nicer, newer car you'll love every day. Make your someday today with a like new car, truck, van, or SUV you deserve. Get to Budget Car Sales in Montgomery at 61 Mendel Parkway, just off Atlanta Highway, next to Fraser Church, or in Prattville, 508 McQueen-Smith Road, across from Walmart, next to Aldi's. Shop online 24/7. BuyBudgetOnline.com. That's BuyBudgetOnline.com.
This is Jeff Branco with Chappie's Deli.
And Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
Mike, with all the Christmas craziness, let's just calm everyone down and read The Night Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I'll help.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house
was Chappie's Deli catering, filling every mouth.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care,
in hopes they would find Chappie's Deli gift cards in there.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds,
while the kids eat free all the time menu was swirling in their heads.
I'm not sure if this is calming anyone down. Let's just skip to the end. I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
Chappie's Christmas to all, and to all a good bite.
From quick bites to party trays, casserole to big-time catering, Chappie's has you covered. Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Pepper Tree, Baptist South Tower, Prattville, and Auburn. From our Chappie's Deli family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Stay up to date with the news any time of day, anywhere you are, by listening to News Radio 1440 on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing okay. I'm just sorry. I can't take it back. I think the guy's an idiot. Now, let us see what the word idiot actually means. See, we don't like using our language anymore because we don't like what the word sound. We don't idiot. Okay. What does the word idiot mean? Well, I did some. It's an adjective. I looked it up, looking around. It means a foolish or stupid person. Now, he has done many things, like telling people that they have to get rid of their gas stove. Okay, going into office, and the first thing the guy does is cut our ability to have our own oil pipelines, and that was already being built, and he put 1,500 people out of a job. Okay, condoning this so-called transgender crap. You actually believe that a man should be on a woman's foot, a woman's basketball, volleyball, and swim team? Yeah. The word idiot was not misused. Yeah, it was. Yeah, a foolish or stupid person, either by voice or by action. And I believe that the president of the United States is exactly that. I'm not taking it back. That's just what I believe. Okay, that's what I believe. I can't think of another president that I've had the knowledge of knowing something about that ever thought that about. I just think I can't think of one. Now, I agree. I do think sometimes Trump's narcissistic. Hey, he is what he is, and like Biden is what he is. Sometimes Trump talks too much. But I have no doubt he wants to make America first. not selling our oil to other countries and then turn around and buying our oil back from the country we sold it to at a higher price. I'm telling you. Yeah, he's an idiot. Good morning, who's this? Good morning. Yes, yeah, yeah, I'm not taking that back. You already want us to drive electric cars, which is not going to work in America. They tried it back in the 1920s, and we got more cars than we have then. Like Dick said, let a storm come in town, knock the electricity out. Whoop, nobody's riding. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's the only way I'm driving on. Yeah. Mm. All right, appreciate it. Only way I'm riding on. Good morning. Good morning. No, it yet not yet. It starts on the 5th of December, and it ends on the 15th of December. Well, you can mail it or bring it up here to the studio, and make it out to Help Your Hands. And yeah, or you can go down to any Service First Bank and put it in the account. Yeah, right. And if they can't find it on that because it's a DBA, that's for Kevin Elkins. Then it's on the Kevin Elkins help. It's a help. Right? I just need you to bring. I just need you to bring a letter up there, send it up there, however you want to get it. I can't. I don't take texts for that. It just got to be a letter. I mean, it don't have to be handwritten. It can be done on the computer, whatever case may be. I don't care. Just something that tells me a little bit about who they are. Yeah. No. No. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to write a book about them. The fact that you're thinking about them is good enough. I just want to know a little bit about them, so when we show up at their house, if we get the money to do this, we'll know where we're going. Just see that, which is what I wrote him. I said, the guy's just getting too old to be president of the United States. I mean, I watched him when he was younger in Congress. He was a whippersnapper, but he never should be in that office right now. His age, not only because there are some people in their 80 years old that I guess can get around. I mean, Carter was getting around at 80, pretty good, but time does wear on you. I don't do everything as fast as I used to, and hopefully, but I don't have nuclear weapons. You know, I'm not in charge of the submarines and our fleets. I'm not in charge of anything but me. And someday that's in doubt. So yeah. But I just got to call it the way I see it. Yeah. But this run of office, you gotta be nice to the president. You have to work with him. Yeah, that's a man to put together. I appreciate it. Yeah, you have to work with the brothers. I'm mad at you. That's really good. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. All right, that one gone. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. No, what did I Yeah. No, no, no. Wait a minute. But tell, because it was his interview, and I don't want to get involved in it. No. Listen, I gave him a little bit, much time to give. I didn't want to get in a squabble about my philosophy. Yeah, because it was his time, my brother. It was his time. Because it was his time. It wasn't a combative time for me and Dig. I got whatever. Whatever. I didn't want to get in a squabble. I didn't want to get in a squabble with Dig. He has a right to his he has a right to his opinion. I got a right to mine. Yeah, that's all that's about this. We got a right to opinions. Yeah, that's all. It's a matter of opinion. That's my opinion. Okay. I like the word retard. We can't use the word retard anymore, but people are offended by the word. It's part of the lexicon of the American language. That's why. Guess what? When I was in school, we had to spell stupid a bunch of times. We had to spell it. Idiot. We had to spell that on text. So hey, get rid of it out of the lexicon, and I won't use it. But since it's there, I'm not going to use it. Like having money in the bank, you don't use it. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Oh no, he ran out of time on his job to come up here. So he got to clean some more time now. He working man. Yeah, but he had to work. So, he took like in the military, you take a day or work for the state, you take a half a day off or come out what the case may be. Well, sooner or later you run out of them days. Yeah, yeah. I will. I tell you what I do. I do better than that. I let anybody send in any question they want to send in. I'll ask you. Because the things that bother you don't necessarily bother me. Yeah. Mm. Which is why I won't ever hold office. Yeah, that's why I can't never get elected. I ain't playing that. Yeah. Right. Mm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Right. That's why I haven't ran for office because I know I cannot win because I'm not going to kowtow down to say something that I don't feel like saying. But they got money. I'm broke. Yeah, I'm broke. When you got money, people would like to say things. Yeah, I can't say those things that Trump said. Yeah. Well, you have what I think the intelligence of the American people keeps keeps getting insulted every day. We have to hear about men who want to be women and going to women's sports because they still got a dingaling. I think we all are insulted. Yeah, that's okay. But but you can insult. What's wrong with insulting people? Some people need to be insulted. Why not? So that's called hypocrisy. Then that you're gonna be nice in public, but mean in private. Come on now. And I try to. I try to most of the time, but there's just some things just bring it out you. Yeah, there's just something. There's some things that will make you. Yeah. Sure. Right. I don't listen. I don't question. I don't question the way. I appreciate. I don't question the way a candidate answers the question, and that's up to them. They want to be nice about it. That's okay. You know, we can sit here and have some kumbaya and have some coffee. Good morning. Good morning. Mm. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. We are the biggest hypocrites of any country in the world. You know, we will act like we're this way, but our actions say other. I just talk the way I see it and won't change. I ain't mad at anybody. Yeah. And your dog agrees with you. Yeah. Good Republican there. Yeah. Good. Good. All right. Mhm. Yeah. Because when I got to Germany now, yeah, when I got to Germany, most of them were driving Saabs. Yeah. All right, but yeah, they were mostly driving Saabs when I got over there. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I'm doing fine. Yeah. Let me ask you, let me ask you a question. Why do you listen to me? Why do you listen to me? Okay. I appreciate that. Gotta go. We'll be back.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned.
All right, go fill my cup up one more time. Hallelujah.
Gaston and West Edgemont finishing up an accident on Hyundai Boulevard involving an overturned vehicle. You see something else giving you trouble, safely contact us. We'll pass the info along. We do appreciate everybody's help. Christmas shopping is best at the Premier Place. And after shopping, you can eat at Poblanos, King Buffet, Sweet Brown, Frozen Yogurt. It's all at Premier Place in Prattville, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is Major Delay.
Truck vibrating. If you had your tires and wheels balanced and still having vibration, Chico's Auto Pro 100 road horsepower balancing system can help. Chico's Auto Pro.
With just a couple of clicks on Amazon, your items come to your door in a day or two. With just a simple phrase to your Alexa smart speaker, your favorite talk shows come to your speaker in seconds. Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
Can you trust the government to protect you? We have political chaos, high inflation, global wars, no border protection, and our leadership telling you about pronouns and electric cars. It's time to take a hard look at protecting yourself and your family. It's time to call Oxford Gold Group. Whether you want to diversify against inflation or have gold on hand, you need to visit jessekellygold.com. Protect yourself with a visit to jessekellygold.com. That's jessekellygold.com.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. CHOQ, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. CHOQ's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with CHOQ's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com. USA.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team gives you time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
At EasyCater, we know ordering food for work can get complicated pretty fast.
We're going to need breakfast for the entire office on Thursday.
Janet wants really nice bagels.
Make sure some are gluten-free.
They have great coffee.
Can there also be waffles?
Janet has a hard stop at 9:30.
$15 a person max.
Itemized receipts for this. Is the budget for breakfast? Is it going to grab it all?
Company breakfast? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at easycater.com. Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal.
It is cold in here.
It was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Hey, Brent, love the color. If you had to choose, would you watch paint dry or compare?
Smart, witty, and fast on the track. It's Martin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Woo! And welcome in, everybody. Hope this day finds you well, find you feeling pretty good and feeling awfully blessed this morning. Because this day, like all the other days, was never promised. It's good to be on top of the ground, and then the ground being on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins. Well, let's go back to the phone and see who is there. But, I got offered a job in talk radio. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stay right here because y'all love me. At least sometimes. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. I never ran. He did get elected as president. That ain't the first time in history that's happened. I'm in history book school. I don't think they are. Yeah, wait a minute. All military units have leaders. Maybe that's one of them. And they all have leaders, though. They all have leaders. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you are a squad leader, you get shot down in battle. Who takes over? Exactly. Yeah. Do you think the guy in the White House has a clue? That was his son. That wasn't him. He watching somebody to serve. Yeah. He can't even figure out where the war is. He don't even know where it is. Yeah. Well, I didn't know anything about Santos. Santos is not in charge of the United States of America, the executive branch. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. You call that political persecution. Well, now let me ask you a question. Hold, let me ask you a question. Now, let me ask you. Why do you believe that even though this man has been indicted, all these, far as I'm concerned, unlawful indictments, but why do you think so many people still support him? Do you think we all crazy and we all like crooks, or do we smell stink in the house? He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. They cheated. He wasn't. I'm sorry. He wasn't. Mhm. They lied. They lied. And the Supreme Court hasn't even heard, wait, the Supreme Court hasn't heard this. They wouldn't hear it because there was still an election going on. They wouldn't hear it. Okay. Well, listen, I hear you. And a man convinced against his wait, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You won't change mine, I won't change your mind. That was not an insurrection, not according to the Constitution. It was not. Not according to an insurrection is when multi people get together and try to overthrow the government. That was not the case. And let me wait a minute. Let me has anybody heard of the video with the president saying that, the former president saying that? Has anybody just send it to me on YouTube? If he said it, that, oh wait a minute. As a citizen, he has the right to his own opinion. Not as president, but as a citizen, he got a right to his own opinion. I think, let me ask you a question. The people who in the Civil War on the other side were good people, but they didn't agree with our government. And was at one time, at one time was not Russia a ally of the United States? Yes, they were. They were allies in World War II. Yeah, bro. Which makes them our ally. And Russia don't trust us. I mean, Russia don't trust us. Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, I'm not a historian, so I don't know. All I know is that Russia at one point in time was our ally, no, however temporary it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you believe that? Do you really believe that? Okay, bro. All right. Hey, gotta run. Appreciate it. I gotta run. I'm running out of time here. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. The enemy of my enemy. The enemy. Wait a minute. The enemy of my enemy is my friend at the time. So, I mean, that's where it goes. I think that I think the Netanyahu would probably look at that a little bit differently than we know. We don't know nothing over here. We really don't know that part of the world. We just don't. Well, he knows more than I know. Okay. Okay. And listen, again, I don't know, but Israel did not make them folks right on October the 7th. And on October the 7th, they Netanyahu didn't say come over here and kill all my people. Okay. Well, there are very few things that I don't cannot comment on because I comment on anything. But most of us in America know absolutely nothing about the Mid East. Yeah, yeah, that was. We support. Listen, we done supported a lot of people, and then when and Manuel Noriega, we went over there. You know, I mean, listen, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Hey, I gotta run though. I gotta run because I'm trying to get to a call. But I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. 8:46 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? You're doing fine. Yeah. Well, that's true. Well, and that's where we do it in this country. Yeah, that's where we do it in this country. So you guys not gonna take it. You guys not gonna take it. Clock it. Keep the 8:45 thing. Okay. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. No complaints. All right. Appreciate it. All right. 8:48 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. Okay. Well, can't hear you. Sorry about that. Other things going on today. Okay, don't forget our Helping Hand. We are accepting donation for our Helping Hand thing, 7th annual. Here in the River region, each year we ask local folks to donate to a worthy cause. We call it a Helping Hand. Our goal this year is $20,000. I'm sure I won't make, but I'll make some. Hopefully, we can get most of that. 100% of that money, of course, goes to donation to help chosen families here in the River region during the holiday season. Each chosen family, we are trying. I can't guarantee we're trying at least $500 to them for Christmas. Okay. We, as a community, we are a community lending a helping hand to our neighbors in need. That's why it's called the Helping Hand Good Neighbor Award. We call it award because most of the people, they don't know they cannot put themselves in for this. They don't know it's coming. We surprise them by showing up 3 days before Christmas. So we ask you to go to any Service First Bank, and we have an account called the Helping Hand account. Go in there and what's the name? Or you can send it here, 1 Commerce Street, we do this every year, 1 Commerce Street, or it's in the same building that Service First Bank is in. You can come down there and put it directly in the bank if you want to, and we always show you who gets the money. Okay, we don't keep the money. All the money goes to the people that we collect the money for. If they don't know, you can starting on the 5th, which is next week. We'll be taking that. We're going to take letters from the 5th for 10 days, and you just send it up here. It has to be a letter, no texts, no emails. It has to be a letter because that letter serves as an application. Okay. I don't have time to run after all of these people, make sure that everybody's doing the right thing, but I will do my own little special investigation, but not very much. I want to tell you the truth. I don't have time for that. I'm thinking most people are good by heart. And most of the money goes to people who just having a tough time sometimes. They're just having a tough time. You can also go to GoFundMe.com, GoFundMe, GoFundMe.com, and look for a Helping Hand Good Neighbor Award, and you can just directly go there and put in fund. These donations, of course, are not tax deductible. I was trying to get it away where people could do tax deductible, but I found out the other day that we do have a 501c3, but if you go a certain amount of time without using it, it's kind of put on hold. So mine got put on hold, and so now I was trying to make it easier for people to do it, but that won't be the case this year. Hopefully next year, because I got to pay $600 to get that thing back to rolling. So I'll just do it next year. Hopefully we'll be able to do that and help more people out. But this year, it is not a tax deductible account. But if you're doing it from your heart, you'll get a return. You'll get a return from the good Lord above. Karma is a wonderful thing. It has a way of giving to you what you've given to them. So again, it's called the 2023 annual Helping Hand campaign, Helping Hand Good Neighbor Award, and we just try. There's got to be some people out there right now who don't know what they have to do. They don't know. They don't have a clue right now. So what we try to do, and me too, I don't just ask you for money. I put money in the thing too. So we're going to help some people out this year again, like we've done for 7 years, and I appreciate everybody. We gave 300 computers away up here, For the first 10 years I was here. We gave at least 30 brand new computers away to kids, and they now coming back, or have been coming back over the years and say, hey, thank you for the computer. I didn't know who they were because, they all go big and calling me and stuff like that. But they remembered us. When I say us, I mean us, the people who gave all that money. We gave 300 computers away. At least 30 computers a year we gave away by the help of you guys. So I'm asking you one more time, and one more time, let's do it one more time. And next year will be the 8th year. And so, if you live in that, and if I'm not here, if this one says, Gabriel, blow your horn, I'm hoping somebody else takes it over. Okay. Anyway, so our numbers here 820-1440. Now, before I get in any other serious conversation, before I go, let's have a conversation. It's about a killer, and its name is fentanyl. Did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021 from drug overdoses? 1,400. It's time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real. Recovery is real. So if you are a family member or a friend of suffering from substance abuse disorder, call the Council on Substance Abuse or go to COSA now. That's 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. Or go to COSANCADD.org. Okay? And get the help that you need today. Call COSA 334-262-1629 and get the help you need right now. Okay? Don't wait a minute longer. But what happens to you affects all those people that love you and that are around you. So get some help, all right? COSA. That number again, 334-262-1629. I thank God I never liked drugs. I've never, ever tried it. Never, ever. Although, if marijuana stinks, that's probably why I never tried none of that stuff. That's it. Good morning at 8:54. Good morning. I hear you, Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed, okay, see, that's what gets me about you. You can just do what everybody else does, one call per show, and we're going to be happy. Okay? All right, then. It is 8:54 in the morning. I got things I got to do today. Somebody said budgets are never balanced. Clinton, okay, since we went there, Clinton allegedly showed a surplus in his second term. That was because, okay, let me go here. See, the truth has a way of coming out. Let me read this thing now. Okay. Okay. Okay, now let me see. Okay, it says budgets are never balanced. Clinton allegedly showed a surplus in his second term. That was because some of the Bush tax cuts hadn't expired yet, and Clinton's tax increases from the second to fourth year term were set aside to pay their waiting debt that came due in January 2001. Bush Jr., the debt carried over, that's all. America always increases national debt. They have never had a true surplus, which is what I said, because if we did, it would have been used to pay down the debt. Every year, we have a true deficit. I knew that. I knew that already. Yeah. I'm smart as guy over there. Good morning. Pretty good. How are you? They supposed to give right. They're supposed to have given that to I'm not sure, in 2014, 29, I think they gave money then too. But guess what? They never got the broadband. It's gone in somebody's pocket because it certainly hasn't got. Yeah, it ain't got in the people down there's pocket. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Montgomery, a year or so ago, I remember Calhoun saying that they needed more money. They got for a study. See, if we needed broadband, what kind of craziness is that? They keep getting all this money for study. Everybody in the world know we need internet accessible in our rural areas. Everybody knows that. Now we need another study. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna bring him up here too. Yeah. I really believe that Dick Brubaker is one of those few politicians that really care. Yeah. But they can. Right. That's to pass law, but that's not to influence it, because everything that happened in the world has always been started by one man, and so one man can make a difference. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm gonna run. Then I'll run. I'll run for you. All right. I'll run for us. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Hey, I got to run. My time's up, but I do appreciate you. I understand your frustration. Like, I get tired of voting people in, and you go call me. Well, I really can't do nothing about that. What the hell we need you for then? City council, I can't do nothing about that. Except our city councilman really weird is doing something. Yeah. But everybody, I'm only one person. Well, everything that's ever happened in this world has been started by one person. Get off the chair. Get on the floor. We'll be back. Have a great day. Don't forget, Helping Hands. Go fund me. Helping Hands Neighborhood Award.
Okay, those one-time tax rebates from the state will start hitting bank accounts and individual tax filers where $50. Couples
I'm gonna put some money in my meter. I'll be back. Uno momento. It's cold outside.
check in the mail or direct deposit to your account. With this cold weather, the warming center in Montgomery will remain open today. You can stop by and access.
Woo!
Good morning. Like your suit. I'm Jasmine Williams.
Funerals or interviews?
News Radio 1440 WIAM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. But what's more, they like it. MediShare has double the member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. MediShare's a proven thing too. For over 30 years, it's a Christian community of more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing too, if you join before November 30th, and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another $150 savings. So I'll give you the number here in a second, but you get a price within 2 minutes, you get the deadline to November 30th. So call now and save even more. Here's the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Alexa smart speakers are great because you don't have to turn a dial or push a button to listen to News Radio 1440. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
I'm on it.
You're good to go.
Involved in the deaths of American Marines when it went down off Australia in August. CBS News military consultant Jeff McCausland.
At least the near future, meaning several years, the Marines are pretty well stuck with the Osprey, and they've got to figure out how they make it a safer, more reliable aircraft.
Witnesses say they saw flames shooting out of an engine of the Osprey that crashed in Japan today. Electric vehicles may be more virtuous than gas-powered cars, but they come with their own set of issues.
EVs have 79% more problems, according to the Consumer Reports reliability study. No surprise from their chief of auto testing, Jake Fisher. He says car companies have had a century to perfect internal combustion technology. It's the new stuff. That's the problem.
And right now we're seeing an entire automotive industry in transition.
Lexus and Toyota were the top brands for reliability, with Asian brands outperforming European and American brands. Jeff Gilbert, CBS News, Detroit.
Troubling new numbers on the country's mental health crisis. Data from the National Center for Health Statistics show the number of suicides in the U.S. last year reached the highest level since 1941. Experts lay much of the blame on pandemic-era isolation and fear. There may be new protections on the way for an endangered animal. The Biden administration has just released a proposal for federal protection for wolverines, following scientists' warnings climate change will probably melt away their snowy northern Rocky Mountain hideaways. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Buy them a Steel. Save $30 on the VG56 CE handheld blower. Go to SteelUSA.com/gift guide. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, NAV-AGE, clean nose, healthy life.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
A longtime science magazines bit the dust.
Popular Science began with a print edition in 1872. 3 years ago, no more print, online only. Now Popular Science has stopped publication of that due to what the company says is the evolving landscape of its audience. There will still be online videos.
So I'm going to read you some mean-spirited tweets. Somebody's got to stand up for science, man.
And Popular Science will still produce the podcast called The Weirdest Thing I Learned This Week. One report says just 5 editorial staffers remain. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Life expectancy is rebounding post-pandemic. The CDC released new data that shows the number of years you can expect to stick around is now 77.5, a jump of more than a full year. The government attributes 4/5 of it to a drop in COVID deaths. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. See you later.